What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about 7 different altcoins today. We'll be going over this. This is the Discord request. We'll be talking about Krill and Jasmy for DMD. And who else actually requested? I think someone else said that they were interested. Give a little shout out. I think DMD and Ozone. I think yeah, and Ozone. Okay, cool. We'll be talking about Filecoin for Ozone as well. BCH LTC for the other guy. Interesting combo there. BCH BTC for MHAT. Bulliverse for Bartman. Finishing it all up with LTC for Mr. Smooth Operator himself. All right, let's get into this, you guys. What I love about the Discord, and by the way, if you guys want to join the Discord, feel free to click the link in the description. There's other TAs in there. People who I respect their TA, they respect my TA. We all have different opinions. Some of us have been right at times. Some of us have been wrong at times. You know, it's like... I love it because having that many resources, having having people offer their opinions and their charts. Like I've seen some analysis is done that I haven't personally taken into consideration, and that's how it should be. Everybody has their own kind of form of analysis. Even if it's similar, you might see something that's different than another person. Join the Discord if you want to go in, because there's other people besides me who have opinions on things, and most of the time they're pretty happy to do TAs. Oh yeah, and Vito, I'm sorry, shout out to Vito too. There's a lot of people that like to do TA in there, man. Vito is like the dungeon master of the dragon, the House of the Dragon, man. But without any further ado, guys, let's get into this. Krill, we're talking about Krill, KRL. Let's see here. Low to high, or high to low, actually. Not really a whole lot to go off of. It's a weird chart, man. Overbought, double top, not a good look, but the week is still young. You have 2.9% to the downside, so you can definitely recover that. You are pretty overbought, though. I would expect that you're seeing the ends of this move up. Let's see if we can find some kind of relevant fib. 1618 hit, you're below your 1272. Yeah, you probably come down to the 886 around 35 cents. Here you are at 43 cents now, so probably down. Daily looks decent though, man. You are in this positive upward structure. You might, if you go down, it might not be by a lot though. Like maybe move to 39 cents. Maybe, you might hold this overall kind of look here. Something like that. And that could take you down to like 37 cents, 39 cents maybe, it depends on how you go. I don't know. Looks all right. Looks pretty all right, but this is a pretty hot RSI. It will need to cool off at some point, and with that you'd see a more kind of regular expected kind of retracement from low to high. Your 618's all the way down to 29, 30 cents, something like that, to 27 cents. That wouldn't be too crazy at all, so don't be surprised if that happens. I kind of would expect that happens. If not, you might continue to move higher first, and then these numbers will only get higher. But at some point, sooner or later, you're going to see a correction. And why? It's because you've been overbought for a little while. It's time to cool down. It's okay. It's normal. Hit your 1618 extension off of this high to low. So that's Krill. Probably goes down a little bit. As long as it holds this line, it's in a steady uptrend going up. But I think this uptrend will be broken sooner than later. Soon on a weekly basis. So it could be, it could be a week, but maybe it's like 2 or 3 weeks from now, something like that. Maybe more than that even, but it looks like it wants to go down a little bit and then probably up if I really had to guess. Jasmy, Hasmi, let's see. I don't know how to pronounce it. I like to say Jasmy. I think that's what it's pronounced. Overbought and then down. Not a good look. Top to bottom. Is there another chart? Kraken maybe? No. All right. Coinbase it is. Pretty weak on the daily. You probably go down a little bit more too. You're at 0055. You probably come down below this green line. I bet you go below 0046. You could find support right there at this previous area of support. It is possible. As the days come on, this green line is going to grow a little bit, but it looks like it's petering out, so maybe it's more like this. But you probably go below the green line, the 123 moving average, right? That's what it is. It's no secret. That's that. You want to put it on yourself, type in indicators, go to, well, I guess this is what it is, moving average simple, but you'd have to go to technicals. That's under my favorites, obviously, but technicals, scroll down to M's, and it's moving average simple, not exponential. Though the EMAs, the MAE here, whatever you want to call it, it is it's also useful, but this is a simple moving average. Probably lower. Probably lower is all I got to say about Jasmine. In the immediate term, you're probably going below, I would think, 46% of a cent, 0.0046. I think you're going lower than that. Probably lower than this low, and then up. Let's see if there's any fibs that kind of agree with that on a more relative basis. Low to high, 382 support, 236 rejection. Below the 0.5, hold support on the 618. Yeah, it makes sense, man. That makes sense to me. 4.2, 420, you're going to go there. I think you're going to go there. Find support and then move up. So lower at first and then up more. Let's move on to Filecoin, FIL, fill, as it's referred to sometimes. It's going to fill your bags with hope and maybe money one day. Let's see, Filecoin. Overbought. Kind of at an area on your RSI where you found resistance a few times, right? In a previous area of like accumulation that you checked on before, and getting like deja vu from the last bull market, aren't you? A little bit more volume now though, huh? I would expect you to see new highs from this by the end of the cycle, by the way. I would. Top to bottom here, finding a little resistance at the 236. Your next move will probably take you up to like your next major move will probably take you up to about like 14 bucks. But in the more immediate term, you're probably going down. Maybe. Lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. That is hidden bullish divergence. You do have higher lows and higher highs. You still are in this uptrend. So as long as this is maintained, you do have a decent chance of coming back up. It'd be nice to see you get above $7. If you can get above $7, really it's like $7 and what would that be? And 3 cents. Get above there on a daily closing basis. Don't just wick above there. Don't just see a day and be like, oh, it's above here, it's good. No, because then it could still, maybe not like that. That wouldn't be how it would look, but it would, like, if it went up and then came down in the same day, that's not anything to get excited about. So, though it might be exciting in the moment. The RSI on the daily really doesn't look too bad. Weekly RSI is at an area where it's rejected before, but it honestly doesn't look too bad either. 4-hour RSI does look a little bit worrisome. Looks like it would want to come down, but you're holding support at areas where you would need to hold support. So hard to say. Kind of a question mark on this one, man. I want to say it's going to go up, but the impending drops that I'm expecting for Bitcoin, not every coin's going to drop with it, but I would think Filecoin probably does. So I would think, what would that take you to? Relative low to top. Maybe I actually have to take the other low. That'd be about 550. Maybe this low is the one to take though. Yeah, I feel better about that. Previous area of resistance, previous area of support. You might see a move back to 530. You're sitting at 630 now, so you might lose $1. That's okay. That's okay. Getting overbought, coming out of the overbought zone, just forming a higher low, really, like relatively speaking, not a bad thing. Yeah, probably goes down and then up, and then up. You're in this kind of overall area of accumulation. I think when it comes time to break out, man, this is one, if you feel like if you're looking at a coin, you're interested in it, and it just took off without you, well, this is one that has yet to take off, right? It's still in its accumulation phase. Look at what it was doing last time it was here, and then it went all the way up to, I mean, it's at 632 right now. Then it went all the way up to 230. You know, let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this real quick file just to see if there's any new coins being put out into circulation. Oh yeah, there is. Total supply. Yeah. Okay, so hold on now. Hold up. Logarithmic prices going down. No, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I don't know why it's doing this. It's because I clicked on it. Let's see. Okay. Let's look at the market cap. Yeah. See, the market cap here has higher highs. You've had higher lows since December of 2022. Where here you have lower highs, and you have had higher lows since December of 2022, but really you were forming lower lows here. You kind of double bottomed, really. It's not too bad, the distribution, but I don't know. I wonder what the tokenomics are. Does it say? It does say. Okay, that's nice. Let's see. Oh, it won't give us a schedule, though. Storage and mining. Okay, not bad. Okay, 50% there. That's not bad. Filecoin Foundation, PL team and contributors, Protocol Labs, mining reserve. A lot of this looks like it's locked up for the right reasons, but there's a decent bit that's allocated to the team. But whatever. I don't know. Something like this, man. It really could see new all-time highs. Let's see. Real quick. $3 billion. Oof, oof, oof. Let's see. Up to there. I mean, that'd be like a $100 billion price, man. That'd be over a $100 billion price. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't see higher highs, man. I know Filecoin was all the buzz. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. You know, it is an OG coin. That's the one thing going for it. It's been around since 2017 at least, right? So it could see higher highs. It is possible. Decent volume coming in. You know, I don't know. I wouldn't throw it completely out of the runnings. If it wasn't an OG coin, I would throw it out of the runnings. But I think this is going to be an OG coin, a legacy coin, as I forget who was calling it that last night, but a legacy coin rally. I mean, what would that math be, man? 13x, 13.5x. So that would be. No, I'm sorry, 130x, not a 13x. Yeah, that's 135x actually. Okay, 135x. That would give you a lot. I think that would give you like, let's see, over 300, like $400 billion. Let me see. ETF's supposed to come out tomorrow, guys. Or not come out, but the decision for the ETFs is supposed to come out tomorrow, by the way. So look for that. We might see some volatility, guys. We might see some real volatility here. But maybe not. You know, everyone's speculating. You never know. 135 times 3. Sure. 130. Come on now. 135 times 3. 405. Yeah, I said 400. 405 billion dollars. I don't know about that. Maybe it forms a double top. Maybe it does top off around $40 to $56. But again, you know, back to what I was saying earlier, I think it does go up. Maybe it moves down a little bit from here, but I think that it's. I think that it is. You know, it's still in its uptrend, so it doesn't look too bad. But don't be surprised if it sees a little bit of a pullback again, somewhere around 550, if not $4, $4.33, something like that would be my genuine interpretation. So that's Filecoin. BCH LTC. This is interesting, man. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I can. You know, I can do it like this. BCH LTC. Will it do it for me? Maybe I can do, let's see, BCH USD like this. No, because you want it on versus LTC, right? I don't think if I do, I don't know if that would work out. Yeah, because that's not right. Maybe you're meaning Bitcoin Cash and LTC, whatever. We'll talk about them both, sure. BCH, looking like it's consolidating. We're at 235. I am convinced that we're getting ready to break out. I don't think that we're going to see prices below $200. We could, actually, to be fair, we absolutely could see prices below $200 if and when this ETF gets denied. The implied volatility behind that might result in a flash crash down, but it would be very short-lived, like maybe within that day we pull up, maybe the next day we pull up. But if we were to move down below $200, it'd be very quick, guys. Something like this back here, very quick. So, but all in all, Bitcoin Cash is getting ready right now, guys. It really is getting ready to make a fantastic move, absolutely fantastic move. from high to low here, probably above $400, maybe even above $500 or $600. Top to bottom here in the more relative fibs, that's not the top. Top there, 400 there, 500 at the 1618. Yeah, it's getting ready for it. It might move down a little bit first, get that little dump right before the pump, but you know, that's Bitcoin Cash. Let's talk about LTC real quick, and we are going to talk about Bitcoin Cash again, but versus BTC for MHAT here in a second. Top to bottom on LTC, that fib's not really showing much love, is it? Low to high here. 618 support, tipped it, nice. Found support on it a few times. If you go lower, you likely will find support in this area. I just wouldn't expect you to go down here, man. $65 now. I mean, you could go, with this look, you could go down there, but I really wouldn't expect it. Though it is possible. Again, with this ETF getting denied, it could imply some downside. Rejected the 382 a few times. Found support on the 618 a few times. You're ping-ponging in this range, man. You're at your oversold zone. Looking like you want to bounce. I mean, you could go a little bit lower, but I do think if you go lower, you're probably going to hold that $60 area, and then you probably move up. That's Litecoin. So moving on from there, and I do think Litecoin sees new all-time highs. Moving on from there, BCH BTC on Coinbase. MHAT, you had something else on that, didn't you? You said, what do you think about its double bottom at the golden zone? It's double bottom at the golden zone. Okay. Let's see. I'm assuming you mean this probably, right? Like a bottom here, another bottom. This would be more of a triple bottom. Unless you're talking about going all the way back down here, which I don't think you are. Are you looking at smaller terms? I guess that does look more like a double bottom, doesn't it? On the 4 hour. I think it looks good. I think it looks good, man. Personally speaking, I think it looks decent. A little bit of a double top on the RSI here. Higher low in the RSI, above the 40 still. If you're closing above that, that'd be really nice, man. Getting a bounce off the 40 would be really good to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days. We could see a green day for Bitcoin Cash. That could mean that Bitcoin drops more than Bitcoin Cash. Watch Bitcoin Cash drop more overall, but closes the day with less of a drop than Bitcoin. Something like that, if that makes sense. 4 hour looks sad. Very, very sad. But you've been sad for a while, so you're probably due for some upside. If you go down lower, I doubt you go lower than this versus BTC. You probably do. You're probably getting ready for your next move up. And as we zoom out here and we're looking at this, I think this next move up, man, is going to take us above that green line. Finally, we're going to do it, guys. Low to high here. 618 support, man. Yeah, right in that golden zone like you're talking about, man. Yeah. I think it looks good, man. I think it looks good. I think it wants to go up. You're just getting a little bit of indecisive price action right now, but whatever. 382 rejection. Oh, it's not too easy for us, is it? You did bounce off the oversold zone, which I really do like on the weekly there. I think that's significant. I think we're getting ready, man. We really are getting ready to move above this green line. It could be by the end of this week. It might be next week. It might even be the week after, but I would bet sometime in January we're going to be above that green line, and that'd be beautiful. That'd be really beautiful. We'll probably, for the first time ever, have our first actual higher low that presents a higher high as well in Bitcoin Cash's history. So, big shit, big stuff. I'm sorry, big stuff, man. Let's talk about bull now. That's it. I hope that answers your questions, man. I hope that helps. If not, just hit me up in the Discord. We'll hash it out as we do. Bullaverse. Let's see here. Low to high. Yeah, you probably come down a little bit. 00333 at least. I mean, you found support right above it. That's not a bad look necessarily. Kind of a double rejection off the 236 though, previous area of support. I would think you go lower. Yeah. You're finding a little bit of, oh, that is a nice daily looking RSI, man. But if the day closes red, it'll be a lot less nice looking. So Let's just see how the day closes. Probably does close red, actually. Yeah, hidden bearish divergence. You're probably going lower, probably. Maybe just a little bit lower. You're at about 0.004 right now. You might go to 0.033. That wouldn't be crazy at all. You could go all the way down to 0.018 though, so be aware of that. It's absolutely possible with these new coins, man. You could see wild move up, wild move down, still a higher low, and then it recovers phenomenally. And it's very common too to actually go just a little bit below your 382, and what's just below that 382 there is this support area, like right there. So maybe go to about 0.003. Yeah. 0.003, 0.033, somewhere in that range, and then up. And smooth operator, I already talked about Litecoin, but we'll give it another look because it got double requested. Let's see here, man. Weekly rejection off the 50, not necessarily a good look, I guess. But Litecoin's been neutral throughout this whole range, man. It found support on the 50, and it gave us a little bit of good and then some bad, you know, and then some good and then some bad. So, like, who really cares? I don't know. This RSI is drunk, man. Let's look at the daily. That 618 tip is really nice. Bouncing off the oversold zone is nice too. Right? Like, it's neutral, but it's at least getting overbought. It can't even get oversold. It might be getting oversold now, but this is a nice bounce. It is still technically a higher low there too. 4 hour looking decent. I mean, it's oversold, but I mean, it's looking like it wants to produce some more price to the upside. No, maybe not. It looks like that because this is green, but really if this turns red, which it very well could, this could be a rejection. You actually might be going lower. I would think, you know, I think same thing as I was saying earlier. I don't think you go below this, but I do think you go lower than this. Probably form a higher low, get some bearish divergence, or I'm sorry, bullish divergence where you have lower lows on a closing basis, higher lows in your RSI, and then you move up from there. That's what I think about Litecoin. So that's the second take on Litecoin. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if I have anything else I want to say on it. So that's it. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. If there was a winner on any of these, I don't know, man. I don't know if there is a winner. They all look like they want to go down a little bit, right? Bitcoin Cash is the winner. We all know. Anyways, take care, everybody. Have a good day, good night, and hit that like button. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.